lately I've noticed that I've just not been as active on LinkedIn as I used to be, and I'm naturally drawn to platforms that pay me money, kudi, ego, even though it's a small token on a couple of platforms and not really substantial. Well, substantial is relative, like maybe just a few, maybe $50 a year, $100 a year. And I've been gravitated more towards those kind of platforms. Or my journey as a creator, will I say it started on LinkedIn? It's actually started on Instagram. I make skits on Instagram. As an undergraduate, I make skits on Instagram and all of that before I stopped it when I started doing a 9-to-5 job. However, like at some point, I was very active on LinkedIn, and a bulk of my audience, like I think, Instagram I had over 10,000, although I'm not posting the kind of content that attracted the 10,000 people, so that's just dormant. My LinkedIn has over 7,000 followers. It was very active. I'm not actually moved by follower counts, but sometimes I think last year or per year, the engagement rate was actually very impressive on LinkedIn. I get maybe like 100 likes and I get a couple of comments on my LinkedIn post. But recently I've not been getting that because I've abandoned the platform and I've been gravitated more towards platforms that pay me instant money for what I do. So that's why you see me on platforms like Medium, YouTube, Upwork, Tesla.io, and the rest of them. Here is an example of how much I am going to withdraw in my YouTube next, and you can see why even when I'm busy, I try to create content for YouTube. So recently I've been branching out from maybe creating just freelancing content even on YouTube as it's beginning to pay more and more. And Medium also paid. A single article last month paid me about $10, just one article. Then there are some other articles that did like $5, some $1. Some of the articles actually even did just maybe 50 cents, I know, but if you add them up, it adds up. It's still not a lot. It's not something I can sit with and say this is all I do, but like that extra income is not bad, is it? So I know from experience how online income streams work. Most times it starts small, then it starts to grow steadily. For example, my freelance income that has actually accumulated to in the region of 6 figures now, it actually started from me earning maybe like $5. I think, $5 was my first earning on freelancing, and that was on Fiverr. $5, and at some point I earned $25, and at some point when I switched to Upwork, I started with $100, and within a 4 weeks period, it was not $400 for the 4 weeks period because I gave the clients $100 for the first one, $75 for the 3 other weeks. And it was beginning to add up then until I started doing projects that range into $1,000. I've done projects that are $2,500 and I've done my biggest project about $15,000, which is actually amazing. That is how online income works. And sometimes it can take a very long time between when you start on any platform and when you start making substantial amount of money. It is like that for most platforms. I don't know of Ponzi schemes, Forex, and maybe like some things like that. Even for Forex, I don't think you will just start today and next month you've made millions. It doesn't work like that for any legitimate way of making money online. So you need to have this at the back of your mind. And I used to advise that when it comes to making money online, you don't just want to jump from pillar to post, Yeah, you can learn about many things. You can see on this channel now, I don't only speak about Upwork. I'm beginning to talk about other things. Some are researched, some are from friends that I know that these guys do these things. Then some are things that I myself have tried out and I can see this works. That if I had more time, if Upwork and other things are not taking my time, this is something that I can put in more time and make more money from. And I know some other persons want to work online, but they don't have maybe like dedicated skills, or their skills are becoming too competitive on a platform like Upwork. Upwork itself, even as a platform, is not very impressive for freelancers generally. Some of us that have reputation are enjoying some advantage of most especially of retainer clients. The newbies are actually struggling more and need to be more intentional, need to be more strategic to get first job and to build up their platform to the point where they start to get more job consistently. And I remember that LinkedIn has actually brought me far more connections and income than most other platforms. We are talking about 4 figures, sometimes nearly 5 figures in earning that I have made from LinkedIn. Some of the clients I met through LinkedIn, I still work with them till date. Although I redirected some of them to start working with me on Upwork, but I somewhat forgot about that because LinkedIn doesn't pay me directly like YouTube does, like other platforms does. But Upwork is still like the highest money farm for me. So maybe it's not the smartest move to have made for me to have stepped away from LinkedIn. I began to rethink it. Now I'm wondering, can I make a comeback on LinkedIn and still get the kind of engagement I used to? And if I'm not talking about Upwork anymore as I used to, will my audience still connect with what I have to share? Am I ready to put in the time and the energy to offer value on LinkedIn again? Or maybe I should repurpose some of my YouTube content, some of my Medium content for LinkedIn. I'm just thinking about it. I'm just being open with you here about my thoughts. What do you think? Would you love to give me any advice, or do you have any questions that you would like me to answer so you can advise me? I come here every time and share the knowledge I have and the knowledge I research. However, I'm not all-knowing. So I actually want your advice. Let me have it in the comment section. I will be in the comment section to read from you